What is the fastest way to pay off credit card debt, and which of the debt payoff strategies fits you the best? Here is our walkthrough of the best debt payoff strategies out there, and which one we follow ourselves. For most people, it is tough to pay off debt fast, as it is much easier to swipe the credit card an extra time, and it can feel completely overwhelming to get back on track if you already feel like you're running uphill. In this video, I'm going to run through 3 of the best debt payoff strategies, covering their strengths and weaknesses to help you decide which is best for you. And make sure to stick around until the end, because after we have looked at all the debt payoff strategies, I will also share what budgeting strategy we are using to pay off our debt even faster, no matter what debt payoff strategy you are using. And while you're watching, make sure to let us know what debt payoff strategy you are using right now and what you like the best about the strategy down in the comments. It is always interesting to hear the experience others are having with their debt, and your suggestion may help others find what strategy is right for them. Let's get started with the strategies. Snowflake. The Snowflake debt strategy is to encourage people to get rid of their debt as fast as possible. Anytime you have some extra money, then you should put it toward paying your debt back. Hopefully you have already budgeted for the interest of your debt in your budget. Then all extra you put towards your debt will help to bring it down and lower the amount, where you will end up having paid it all back. For people to have some extra money each month, many of them will also start on side hustles or selling some of the items they don't want anymore. As long as it can help bring the debt down, they will try to do it. Pros of a Snowflake strategy. It is a very flexible strategy, as there is no requirement for a structured payment schedule. It will help you to think about what you are buying, as even small purchases could have gone toward paying your debt back instead. Cons of a Snowflake strategy. Limited impact on your debt, as a bit of extra cash here and there might not do anything quickly about it. You will need to find big snowflakes each month to make any real impact. It is not that well organized, as there is no plan for when you will need to pay and how much. Many financial people believe that the Snowflake method as a standalone strategy is not the best way to pay off debt, but it is a great supplement to one of the next 2 strategies that we are gonna present. Snowball. The snowball strategy is to pay off your debts from the smallest to the largest, when you think about how much you owe in total to an individual. As you pay off some of the smallest first, it might motivate you to see that you over time will have less people or companies you owe money to, and in the end you will only owe money to those you owed the biggest amount to. Pros of a snowball strategy. This might motivate you, as it is easy to see the progression in the beginning and you can feel it helps. It is a very structured plan, and it is easy to follow, as you always know which step to pay off next time, and it will give you a clear goal and plan on how to reach it. The strategy is very practical and will only get easier as you will have fewer and fewer companies that you owe money to. Cons of a snowball strategy. A downside of a snowball strategy might be that it ignores interest rates, which might make you pay overall more, as you don't target the high interest first. As you might end up paying more overall, then the time frame for paying back the debt might be longer compared to the next method. While the snowball strategy might not be the fastest strategy, it is still chosen by a lot of people for the easy approach and motivation it gives you, as you get a small win every time you pay one of your debts off. This helps people keep their eyes on the goal and keep paying their debt off. Avalanche. The avalanche strategy is to pay off your debt with the highest interest rates first. This is for example unsecured debts like credit card debts and personal loans, as they often come with bad interest terms. When you focus on the debts with the highest interest rates first, it will help you to escape the debt cycle quickly and hopefully spend less in interest overall. As you pay the debt back with the highest interest first, you will quickly start to see that you have more money left each month, which you can use to pay off your debt even quicker. Pros of the avalanche strategy. A strategy is one of the most effective debt payoff strategies, as it focuses on reducing the overall amount which you will have to pay for your debt. It is one of the fastest strategies, as when your debt with the highest interest rates is paid off, then you will be able to pay the next off even faster, as you have more money left each month. Cons of the avalanche strategy. It requires a lot of discipline, as you might not have as many small wins in the beginning if your highest interest debt is also one of your bigger ones. The strategy might test your motivation, as even though it should be one of the fastest strategies, then it might take some time before it will show. The Avalanche strategy is the fastest strategy of these 3 strategies, and the one where you will pay the least overall. If you are able to see that you pay less in interest each month and believe that it helps, then this strategy will definitely help you pay off your debt. Okay, now we will summarize and say which strategy we use ourselves, and afterwards share the budgeting strategy we use to pay off our debt even faster. No matter what debt payoff strategy you're using. Pick a debt repayment strategy. These are the 3 strategies for paying off debt which we will share with you. Snowflake, pay off debt whenever you have some extra money. Snowball, pay off debt with the smallest amount first. Avalanche, pay off debt with the highest interest first. And it is up to you to pick which one of the strategies that you like the most and which motivates you the most, as it is important to keep the motivation while paying off the debt. If you can keep your motivation high, it will help you a lot on your journey, as you will start to slowly increase how quickly you are paying back your debt, as you can see that it helps in your daily life. When you have picked your strategy, it is important to stick to it and make it work. For ourselves, we like the Avalanche strategy the best, as we like to optimize our lives as much as possible, and we believe that the numbers behind it are enough to help us stay motivated during the tough times. To pay off your debt even faster, it all starts with budgeting and getting in control of your financial situation. The way we do it is that the first thing we do with the money we receive in our paycheck is to pay ourselves first. This means that every time we receive a paycheck, then we will put some of it aside for ourselves first, and then afterwards we can use the rest for spending. By putting money aside for ourselves first, we will make sure that we have enough money left each month to pay a big chunk of our debt off. By doing it at the beginning of the month instead of the end of the month, we are sure that we have the money for it, and we can see the progression in our debt payoff plan month after month. If we did it at the end of the month, then we might already have spent the money on something else, and we wouldn't have any money left for paying off our debt. So if you are not using a budgeting method right now, consider trying to pay yourself first, as it will help you a lot in paying your debt back even faster, as you will be able to increase the amount you pay off each month as you get used to it. A good rule of thumb might be that you start by putting 10% of your income aside for yourself first, and then figure out how the rest of your spendings will fall in place. Then as you get better at it, you can start to increase the number to put more aside for yourself first. When your debt is finally paid off, this budgeting method will also help you to have money left each month to fulfill your dreams. This is how we pay off our debt fast, and we hope it will help you to do so as well. My name is Daniel, and I'm here to help people with personal finance. So if you're interested in more topics like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you will be notified when we release a new video, which might help you on your journey.